Good morning, everybody. Well, that quieted down quickly. Good bell. So I'd like to welcome you. I'm Charlie Boring, practitioner for today. And if you're new with us today, if you'd like to get a welcome pack, you can check with Doug in the back or raise your hand. And we would love to take you on a tour of the grounds. We have a beautiful cottage back there for the children and a meditation pavilion and just beautiful. It's so beautiful this time of year right now. So we would love to show you around. So we're going to open the service with a beautiful song by the Heart Song Choir.
I'm going to pretend I'm not on this side.
All right. You're invisible.
Now we can begin. I see leaves of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky,
Are also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do Oh, yeah.
That was better than the original. So, what a special day. Hello, Rosa. Oh, hi, Mary. Really lovely to see you here. So, this is a special day for two people, and that would be Peter and Jenny Young. Oh, they're going, why are we so special? Oh, but why are we? Come up here. Jenny handed me two very important cards last week. I didn't tell you ahead of time because I didn't think you would show up on this day. So. Yeah. Oh, you bet. Congratulations to two new members. I was so excited I forgot your roses, but I will get you roses, okay? Yeah. But I really appreciate, this is what I appreciate about them. They took time to consider it deeply. It meant a lot to them to make this decision. So we welcome them into our membership clan, and they get to vote today because they're so cool. Jenny helps me. If you're wondering who Jenny is, sometimes in the newsletter, this is Jenny Young. She's a wonderful companion in the journey of the Sacred Sisters. And Peter has been showing up regularly at the men's group. So they're making strong connections, and there's more that they want to give. So it's not the first time you'll see them, nor the last. So thank you. How cute, they're holding hands. Oh, that's cute. The other thing I want to mention, I had written it in an update, but one of our members from a while back, Willie McCarty, passed away. He was a remarkable person. I left his obituary that she wrote up. It's quite clever. It's kind of cool because he's giving the peace sign in his van. He's a good old hippie, one of my favorites. And he used to be an Ironman, an athlete. And he once took Andrea and I, he goes, you guys could use some, strengthening. Ouch. So this was when there was a little fitness club over here on the corner of Victor. And he would take us there, and all we would do, he would make us do the most silliest, dorky things, like pick up little 2-pound weights, and we'd go, oh, this is going to do anything? And he goes, trust me, it will. But obviously, I didn't stick with it. But he was a lovely, lovely man. And he came down with Alzheimer's. So it was a sad ending to his journey in life. But while he was fully with us, he was Willie. And some of you that know him, there's a map to where Deborah is inviting you over to her place up until 3:00 today. It starts at 11, but we have a meeting. But if you want to stop by, she'd be happy to offer you an enchilada. That's what the whole theme is, Mexican, Hawaiian. So it's on Mojo Lane in Redding. It says to wear orange or Hawaiian if you can. That was his favorite. Anyway, I just wanted an opportunity to share that with you if you wanted to go to that. So I will now hand this back over to Mallory.
So I am Lori Barnes, and I would like to welcome you to the center today, where we inspire and empower people to live spiritually fulfilling lives. Please, let's all turn and wave to the camera to everybody who's watching. Hello, we miss you. We wish we could see your smiling faces. Okay. I'd like to thank all of the other members who are here early to help get the service set up. They are part of what makes these services possible every week. I invite you, if you haven't already done so, to please silence your cell phones. I'm now going to share the focus announcements. So, as most of you know, we do have a special congregational meeting today after the service here in the sanctuary. And it's open to members of the center only. I will be back at that table where Steve is at right now with Jen. We will be checking people in and going from there. So that's in order for the membership of the congregation to vote whether or not we want Lisa Carson as our next senior minister. Also, right after that meeting, we start to remove items from here in the sanctuary. Greatly appreciated because flooring starts tomorrow. This coming Friday, May 22nd, Steve will be hosting the Speak Your Truth open mic night. This Friday, it will be in the social hall, not here in the sanctuary, and it's from 7 to 9. Next Sunday is Potluck Sunday, and we encourage you to bring a potluck dish to share and invite a couple of your friends or your family members to join us. The office and the bookstore will be closed next Monday, May 25th, in observance of the Memorial Day holiday. The men's group will be meeting that evening from 7 to 9, and Roy is the facilitator. Now, this next part nonprofit called the Peanut Butter Gang are taking a collection for the second annual PB&J Summer Food Drive to help children during summer months who lose access to school-based meal programs due to funding limitations. They distribute take-home bags at local libraries and schools. Financial donations help provide a small bag lunch that contains peanut butter and jelly, crackers, and apple slices, food a child can rely on when resources are limited. Clare Bay Manor is our representative taking donations, and there is a big plastic jar out in the foyer on one of the tables where you can put donations as well. So that is the end of the announcements. And now we can move on to the reading. All Fall Down from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. Robert was recalling a time when he was determined to paint the family room. Up early, he was out the door to the hardware store, gathering the gallons of red paint, the wooden mixing sticks, the drop cloths, and the one-time brushes that always harden no matter what you soak them in. He mixed the paint outside and waddled to the door with a gallon in each hand. I teetered there for minutes trying to open the door, not wanting to put anything down. I was so stubborn. I had the door almost open when I lost my grip, stumbled backward, and wound up on the ground, red gallons all over me. I thought of his little story the whole way home. Amazingly, we all do this, whether it's with groceries or paint or the stories we feel determined to share. We do this with our love, with our sense of truth, even with our pain. It is such a simple thing, But in a moment of ego, we refuse to put down what we carry in order to open the door. Time and time again, we are offered the chance to truly learn this. We cannot hold on to things and enter. We must put down what we carry, open the door, and then take up only what we need to bring inside. It is basic human sequence. Gather, prepare, put down, enter. But failing as we do, we always have that second chance to learn how to fall, get up, and laugh. So the spiritual practice here. Meditate on some threshold you are having trouble crossing in your life. It might be at work, at home, in a relationship, or the doorway to greater peace. Breathe steadily and look at yourself to see if you are carrying too much to open the door. Breathe slowly, and with each out-breath, put down the things you are carrying. Breathe freely now and open the door.
Please join me in knowing that there is one Spirit, one life, one God, everywhere present. And I know as I allow myself to tap into this knowing that that one Spirit is flowing through me as me in the most beautiful and unique way, with all the attributes of God, of Spirit. And so I know for today, during this service, I am completely present. I know this for everyone here, as we allow ourselves to feel the love of this community and the heart of this community and the willingness to stand your ground and to know your truth and to allow growth, since we are open at the top and we allow the downpour of spiritual truth to invade our body, to permeate every cell, everything about our being. And this allows us to stand up and represent our truth in this world for peace and love, in support of humanity, and knowing that we are doing good work. So today I give thanks and allow grace to permeate my life, everyone's life, knowing that it is all good. So giving thanks, I allow this to be released into the law, knowing full well it is so, and together we say, and so it is. Reverend Sue.
I'll be right with you. Come on, fill me in there. Sing a song. There we go. So, oh, thank you. I've done something I've never done in all the years of being a minister. I got the wrong talk title. Hey, Christian. So because I'm still the senior minister for a little bit longer, I'm just going to flip it around and I'm going to talk what the title was for this week was, what was it, Charlie? I Won't Back Down. They're kind of similar. And I'm going to talk about I'm Still Standing, which was next week. So I'm not confused. You are. That works for us. And it was interesting, the I'm still standing was a challenge to, I thought, when I created that title, I thought, what was I thinking? You know, I've certainly felt that way, and I'm sure a lot of us did after the parking lot sale, that we're still standing because we get so bone tired at some of the ways that we're in service here. But this all has to do with our faith and understanding where that is. And also, the original CSL message was, remember, about looking at doubt. So I weave that in a little bit here, because by recognizing doubt might be in our way when we process what we're going through, when we're trying to move through some transformational moment in our experience. So we recognize doubt. We can feel it as possibly a very crucial part of our personal growth. And what we can do, though, with that is use it to shift ourselves into a confidence of our faith in ourselves, and to use our sense of curiosity to understand it, rather than allowing the doubt to disempower us in a way, which often can. So it's up to us to reason with this and just become curious as to why are all these feelings blocking my way, causing me not to trust myself? Because trusting and believing our spiritual experiences are always woven together throughout our life by all of our challenges and all our successes. So the Earnest Holmes brings us this very powerful remembrance. I'm feeling a real echo. Is it doing it to you guys too? I'm still here, though. I'm not gone. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. I'm seeing them sweat back there. I'm going to still talk. Is it getting better? A little better? Maybe if I wasn't so intimate with it. Okay, here's Earnest Holmes. Spiritual experience is deep, calm, and self-assertive. It is the result of actually realizing that presence which binds all together in one complete whole. This experience comes in the stillness of the soul, when the outer voice is quiet, when the tempest of human strife is abated. It is a quickening of the inner person to an eternal reality. Humanity's self-knowing mind is the instrument which perceives reality and cognizes or realizes truth. All illumination, inspiration, and realization must come through a self-knowing mind in order to manifest in our humanity. So Earnest Holmes is really, in a nutshell there, putting together this idea of all of our experiences are crystallizing into who we are today, and it's all grist for the mill, as Ram Dass has said. So we discover our point here. How do I get to single-mindedness? Think about single-mindedness, what that means to you, because that's what's happening when we have all those demons of many voices in our heads, right? Too many voices going on, and then we start to doubt and think, I've lost the true voice. I've lost that one. What is the sound of that voice inside of me? And that is a way, an avenue to find this single-mindedness. Now, the book this month from Howard Thurman is kind of deep. It's the disciplines of the spirit is something he writes. So I'm not going to read this supportive quote to Earnest Holmes in its entirety, but there's some points here that are very enlightening. He expresses this: there is a fellowship of suffering as well as a community of sufferers. It is true, suffering tends to isolate the individual, to create a call, even within the privacy that imprisons them, to overwhelm them with self-protection. It makes their spirits miserable in the literal sense of the word. Literally, It stops all outward flow of life and makes a virtue of the necessity for turning inward. One of the ground rules of humanity's struggle with pain is the focusing of the energies of life to a single point. All of them can be summoned and marshaled. This is true whether they are dealing with sheer physical pain or more complex dimensions of suffering. The pain gives the mind something to think about and requires what approximates total attention. Now, how many of you guys have a little bit of a pain body thing going on sometimes? Hello. On a side, yesterday there was an elder couple here, over 100, and they were listening to the presentation, and they needed to leave, and they didn't have the steadiest gait, and they had no walker or a cane, and so I get so overprotective, people walking on these floorings with the cracks and stuff, and so he was really gimping out of here, and he was holding on to her, and she had a gimp too. And so I got up as if I could help. I followed them out, and I had to look at Lindy and Joy in the sound booth. I was gimping just as bad. And I thought, who's helping who here? And then after I was up, I thought, I can't do anything except watch them walk on out. And they did a beautiful job. But pain bodies can take over sometimes. And they always have that message, just go into the pain. Just go into it. Be one with it. And then what, I think? Okay, I've done that. I'm in excruciating pain now. I'm one with it. There's no turning the page on that. There's nothing else said. Ram Dass even talks about it. Just then you'll go into that special spiritual place where there is no pain. That's death. But I don't know. I haven't figured that quite out, so I'll have to ask some of the experts here. It's probably in your book, right? I know it's been written about. But think about the energy of life, he says, becomes available when the conditions of single-mindedness are met. So we're looking at how do we quiet our mind down for single purpose. And spiritual experience often comes when we have accomplished that single-mindedness. So in the Tao, which I appreciate, sitting still allows us to notice the subtle stirrings of the mind. So that's our first advice. Just be very, very still. And that is a truth. Because when you're still, the pain isn't as strong. So there's one thing about allowing the pain to simply be what it is, and then just be very still around it. And what does that mean? That means letting go of all the tension, all the worry, all the angst around it, and simply be seeking a single-minded nature. Now, I value this idea that all of our life experiences are creating our spiritual warrior nature. Now, that's something that I value, the nature of being a spiritual warrior. Not only is it one of my favorite yoga poses, to stand very still, very strong, with an intention, with the focus that nothing can take you off, nothing can allow you to waver. And of course, I understand that it's easier to move away from pain, but sometimes we have to stand in what is. And opening up to our faith, this is where it comes very cleverly reflected in this quote from Ramakrishna. See if you catch this. Once a man was about to cross the sea. A wise man tied a leaf in the corner of his robe and said to him, "Don't be afraid. Have faith and walk on water. But look here, the moment you lose faith, you will drown." Ramakrishna, he's usually so much more compassionate. But think about it. If we tie ourselves a symbol of our pure intention, of our power, of our single-minded intention. And when we doubt, when we look down, we start to drown in our own suffering in that very moment. So Mark Nepo is a lovely author too. He writes in short little stories and poetry. And that's who Lori read from this morning. And he talks about this idea of opening to faith, as mentioned by Ramakrishna. And he's reminding us that once we see ourselves in any kind of pain, the only way out is through. We know falling off a boat or a dock of water and struggling with all our power to stay with our head above the water, thrashing and flailing and screaming makes it worse. So there's a moment of realization that we are called for to accept that we are in the water now, and we need to settle down into a calm so we can float. We can float above the deep. It's actually, as Mark Nepo described it, allowing a willingness to do this is faith, a giving over to currents larger than we are. The act of floating like a leaf upon the water. This surrender holds us up. Just imagine spreading out like that leaf and going very, very still. A sea of grace is steadily beneath you. And Mark adds, just as fish cannot see the ocean they live in, we can't quite see the spirit that sustains us. I love that. I find that incredibly healing. But when we open, as soon as we can see that we have doubled ourselves over, we will make it through as we rise up and stand in who we are. Another Tao verse supporting this. This is the secret of our path. Gentleness and flexibility brings the results that force the rigidity to fail to achieve. So we use this idea of lightness, of stillness, to float along in our life experiences. Now, today we're relating to perhaps all the different hardships that try to take us down. But we choose to remain standing tall, because life is hard. Another Mark Nepo moment in reading him, he talks about, and all of his writings are filled with insight and compassionate practices also that you can take with you to distill the teaching that he's sharing and make it more personal. And so the Book of Awakening is a book that I'm referring to today. But he said, how you deal with those things. So I ask you, how do you deal with those things that don't go as you imagined they would? Right? We come up against those. And Brene Brown also is another great resource to that. But the suffering is not set up for something for us to just endure. There is a Tibetan myth that can help us accept our sadness as a threshold to all that life is changing and lasting. To accept our sadness simply as a threshold to all that life is, and it's changing, and some of it's lasting. The myth affirms that all spiritual warriors have a broken heart. We all do. We're all living these days with an aspect of brokenheartedness. And he goes to say, all spiritual warriors have a broken heart, alas, must have a broken heart. Because it's only through the break that the wonder and mysteries of life can enter us. Now remember that song, It's in the Crack That the Light Gets Through, Leonard Cohen. That's what we're talking about. When we can quit fighting the cracks in our heart that feel so broken, it's where the light, it is where the divine is coming through. So in particular, Mark shares this particular moment, and this might have happened to you as well, when you do open up. So he said, he's answering this, so what does it mean to be a spiritual warrior? It is far from being a soldier, but more the sincerity with which a soul is facing itself in a daily way. It is this courage to be authentic and keep us strong enough to withstand the heartbreak through which enlightenment can occur. Through the crack, the light gets through. And it is by honoring how life comes through us that we get the most out of living, not by keeping ourselves out of the way. The goal is to mix our hands in the earth and not to stay clean. So he relates this little story. I remember in getting to know a new friend how we shared our stories in an increasingly personal way. As I kept taking my turn, I heard myself tell of loved ones who had died, of my struggle through cancer, of a marriage that despite the deepest commitment did not last, of years of being rejected as an artist, of losing a teaching job that was dear to me, of suffering a brutal estrangement from my parents. And just as I was feeling a strength come over me for facing life and for being so authentic, he wiped his mouth and said, "Whew, what a sad life you've had." It took me some time to withstand his judgment and his pity. But I looked at him across the night and kept breathing deeply through the break in my heart. In daily ways, we are judged, discounted, and yes, even pitied for glories that only we can affirm. Only we can affirm our spiritual warrior nature. In the end, life is too magnificent and difficult for us to give away our elemental place in this journey. You know, it just gives me tingles to read some of these things when I'm going in a certain trajectory in my thoughts, and then you pick up something and you're going, oh, that says it even so much clearer than my rambling. But it's so valuable to take what we've experienced in life, not as our downfall, not as our badge of shame, but as our truth, as our authenticity, as showing up as who we are. And that Tao again, the Tao scripture, accepting what is, we find it to be perfect. Another way to present this, accepting what is. What if we find that everything is perfect and we just stop wrestling? Think about what you might have brought in with you this week, what's been burdening your heart. What if you quit thrashing and wailing and just sat with it? Let go of your struggles. If we can identify that somewhere, somehow, that egoic state of our consciousness is really at the core of our suffering, we can discover why we are struggling or suffering, or at least admitting and seeing that we're even in a fight against what is, or worse, what was. Think about that. The story's been long over. Happened to you when you were 5. You're still carrying it. What a dusty bundle. But then there's also fighting against what we're making up the story about. That's called worry. Okay, these are all the ways that this egoic consciousness can interfere with this pure, still presence that lives within us as us. So however it's manifesting in you, threatening you as you struggle, constricting you, think about it. If I toss out that challenge to think of your story, where do you feel it? In the gut? Does it constrict your heart? Does it make your forehead squinch and your brain just gets all tense. That's so unhealthy. But it's the body speaks. The body is your messenger. Your head, your heart, your gut. So check in. And if there's constriction now, you're struggling against it, or be careful not to just spiritually bypass it. Just say, don't go home and say, oh, Sue just said, let it go. Yeah, put it down. But know what you're doing. Pay attention to the presence forever whispering in you, your greatest good. If there's a tension that's in opposition to something and hurting you, that's where we need to take care of ourselves. This is the ultimate self-care, and this is only something you can do. So, now what? Now what do I offer you? I brought it up. My bad, because now it's sitting in you. Maybe you thought, I didn't want to think about this today. Now look at her, she brought it up. I feel like I'm in your face just jabbering, often as unskillful as that friend of Mark's that just said, oh, I pity you. Don't pity me. Love me. Love me. Love me with all my warts, with all my stories, with all the things I'm ashamed of. Please still love me. And may I love myself. So I'm asking you to stand with it. Still remain standing. You're a good human being. You're the only one who can stand in your own shoes and get a real clear perspective. No counselor can really touch this. They can help you, they can guide you, they can awaken many parts of this for you, but you have to listen to some of the advice, but then do your work. This is not a story about what happened to someone else. None of this is about what happened to someone else. You can't chase these things away. Whatever comes up, don't push against it. Don't fight it. Don't ignore it. Stand in your inner power. Look within right now from where you are. Your refuge, I guarantee it, your refuge is right here, right where you stand. Find yourself in no struggle. Can you? Stand in the presence, relax those places inside you that are resisting, and notice what else is there, what you were always longing for in the first place. It's right there. It's right there inside of you, looking at this struggle with you. It's such a precious companionship when you personalize the divine in such a way that this precious, precious friend, this precious presence is breathing you and standing with you and crying with you and knowing with you. It's right there. And you can feel it as your heart blossoms open. This is the peace and the stillness that naturally evolves because presence is within you. This is a whole nother level of consciousness that we yearn for. And your spiritual practices are developing that you so that you're not run by ego. So not allowing yourself to even struggle. No more struggle. Standing in your truth, keeping your head above the water. There's a moment of realization. Allow for that truth. And remember the Tao, accepting what is perfect. Accepting what is perfect. So, have Judy come up in a moment and she'll play, but we want to take away today not to look down in doubt, not to second guess ourselves all the time, but to approach everything with curiosity, because guaranteed there is a peace inside of you. I believe in that with my whole heart. I pray every day for peace. I sing the chant for peace in our yoga classes. I never waver from that practice because peace is. And you're here to witness this moment. Find out what's happening to you as you no longer struggle. You're no longer doing any sense of efforting. You're right where you need to be in a point of awareness. We're simply letting go of the effort of trying to know and realize, I do know. I knew all the time. Our prayers and our collective imaginations, we wonder, is this truly the world we want to see? Are the painful patterns before us inevitable? Or is transformation possible in these days? And what is ours to do? That continues to be the question. They don't diminish you when you ask these questions. They're inviting you into deeper courage, deeper discernment, courage, action, both individually and finding a buddy to go right along with you. So as Judy plays your spiritual practice for Madhusante on this very thing, join with me in this practice as you look within right now. Look within right now in this very instant. Don't search for anything outside. Look within. Just look, listen, and feel. Breathe. Allow yourself to experience inner presence. Allow yourself to be transparent to spirit. You too know the truth. You know, in essence, what you are. To be born simply means that you get to be nothing and something at the same time. Of course, we all know it's not easy to lose sight of our divine nothingness when we appear to be something. But the gift of life is that we get to be both simultaneously. It's our great return, a return to our senses, a return to our birth here and now, a remembering who we are. Use your body and your mind as an expression of your essence, as a way to connect with others, as a way to remind others of the truth of who you are and what you stand tall in. We breathe in this understanding. We breathe in the grace, the presence of the divine. I invite you to recognize what is taking up your seat. You see, you have been listening. What you need to hear, you have the ears to hear, and there is an awakening happening inside of you. There is a shift, a healing happening inside of you. It is the presence. It is connected deeply with the heart of who you are. The rest of you is witness to all of this. All of the other voices are still and quiet because truth is revealed in this very moment. Presence is sitting within you as you. And we rest in the arms of the everlasting oneness, never doubting, having curiosity, but no longer doubting, but recognizing I am in this now, but I'm not alone. There is a power, there is a love, there is an energy that is sustaining me, holding me, breathing me, knowing me. That's all we need. Thank you, God, for showing up in this way today to me to listen, to be the spiritual warrior, to walk this talk, to know that when I am true to myself, true to the divine within me as me, there's no holding back. Think about that. Think about that empowerment filling you now. Notice the heart, notice the gut, notice the head, wide open, filled with grace and love. Thank you, God, for the words of our teachers, the wisdom of all time, and a place to gather and feel that consciousness lift us all. These are the times we're in, and we got this. We got this. We can say that with confidence. Thank you, God. And so it is. Thank you. Now, just briefly, there's a really old lady at the piano. We feel sorry for her. She's 90. She is such a demonstration. She is such a demonstration of living life to the fullest. I mean, it's awesome. The way she can tickle those keys on the piano, show up for this bunch here every week. We love you so much, Judy. Thank you. Okay, Gwen. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I'd like to invite the ushers forward. And just a reminder that Dr. Mary and Judy are here as practitioners as well. And so we are available right after the service before the meeting if you want a brief session or a prayer. So as I prepare to give my offering, my heart is filled with love and appreciation, since what is offered here is my spiritual well-being. So I know for each and every one of us, we give with a full heart from a place of love and support of this center, the center that continues to grow and become a beacon of light in this community. And together we say, and so it is. And on that final note, I claim and know for each and every one of us that we are so blessed. And we give thanks for all that is given and all that's to become as we grow. As we grow from within, we grow within this community. And we are so blessed. And together we say, and so it is. So invite Reverend Sue for a final comment and then on with the show.
Still standing, still, got it, safe. So how this is going to proceed, the social hall is open for you to enjoy, but you can also check in with Jen and Lori at the back table, and Susan will be there to help as well, and to sign you in and initial and get your ballot. And we're hoping this meeting moves along quickly. So we appreciate you being here. And that's all I have to say. I'm going to save everything else for next week because I don't know what to do next week. And thank you for being here. It means everything. Thank you.
Look how nicely she sets up.
Quickly, I wanted to say thank you to our soloists, our choir member soloists from this morning. Michael was so kind to step forward. And the entire choir, the music team, we're just so lucky here. I don't know. Do we have music or overhead? I want to offer free. I'm free. Unlimited. I know that's one that we know, but really quick, if you want to join, if you want to move about, I invite you to stand. We're going to sing with you, and I'll call. It's I'm free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I'm free. I am unlimited. Right now, I keep saying unlimited. I am unlimited. But feel free to join and sing as you're able.
I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now, right now. You are free, you are unlimited. There are no chains that bind you. You are free, you are unlimited. Right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now. Let there be peace on earth and in us.